From removing everyone's favorite item to the most annoying feature, these are the 20 most hated things in Fortnite Season 4. We lost Spider-Man's web shooters in Season 1, and it felt like we would never see them again, but thankfully, Epic knew how much the community loved them and set out to make us their own version, the Grapple Glove. It had less charges than the web shooters, but could be found all over the map and even let you land or slide between uses. As we all know, Epic has decided to vault them in Season 4, and everyone already wants them back. We have Spider-Gwen in the Battle Pass, and she can't even swing around. It makes no sense. You would think they removed it for a ton of new mythics and loot, but it's actually the opposite. The Herald Sanctum POI is brand new this season, so of course everyone is landing there, only to find out there's almost no loot. It only has a few chest spawns, and it's nearly impossible to find any weapons on the ground. If it wasn't bad enough, the entire POI is covered in chrome, so you'll be stuck with mostly Evo Chrome weapons, which isn't exactly ideal if you're not a fan of them. To top it all off, the place contains the Herald boss, who is insanely overpowered. She has a ton of health as you'd expect, but can also summon metallic wolves and seal herself in an unbreakable bubble. At least you get the mythic AR when she's defeated, but that is only if you don't get third-party trying. And the Herald has brought even more problems to the game this season. With the new Chrome ability, you can phase through anything. Walls that are already Chrome can be passed through even if you're not Chrome, which is already causing players that hate the feature. Because it has no button, people are finding themselves accidentally going through walls, floors, sometimes even falling to their death. It is super annoying, so let's hope Epic adds a button to phase. A feature that nobody was hating on was tents. They were one of the most unique gameplay elements Fortnite has ever seen. From being able to stash extra items to use in other matches, to being a useful way to heal, they were pretty loved by the community. Now, they did cause countless bugs and glitches, some of them breaking the game entirely, but you have to admit they were ridiculously fun, and it's a shame to see them go. Another thing that's really annoying players is waiting for the golf carts. In a new competitive image right before the season began, everyone was quick to notice the ATK. In the past, Epic has teased many items in images or trailers, and most of the time, they arrive in game. But it didn't happen with this. We all had high hopes they'd be back in Season 4, but they're still vaulted, and we haven't seen them since they glitched into the game at the end of Chapter 2. The same image also showed us none other than the guided missile. It is known for being one of the strangest items in Fortnite's history after being vaulted twice and then removed from the files entirely. I can't believe they showed this off and then just didn't add it. And well, luckily, a new leak was revealed this week confirming that guided missiles are still coming to Season 4, so we just have to wait a little longer. What did arrive though was map changes, and although it looks like there's a lot new this season, it seems like Fortnite went for quantity over quality this time around. Most of the changes are simply recoloring POIs, such as turning the entire reality biome orange or adding chrome to places like Condo Canyon, Lazy Lagoon, even shuffled shrines. The other changes this season seem to just be lifting locations into the air. Well, I gotta admit it's pretty interesting seeing a flying pirate ship or even the whole of cloudy condos in the sky. It's still the same POI, just raised above the ground. I will say this, we're only at the start of the season, so you can't throw too much shade at Epic until the whole season pans out. Speaking of map changes, Epic decided to remove one of the most loved Easter eggs for no reason. Truckosaurus has been an iconic landmark in Fortnite for years, and from the start of Season 2, a pile of crashed cars started to form out of nowhere. Before we knew it, Peely crashed an entire bus on top, and it became clear what was going on. The parts of Truckosaurus were emerging right in front of us. It all started to come together, and we watched over the course of Season 3 as he attaches arm and legs. Only the head and one arm was left to be completed at the end of the season, so as many Truckosaurus fans dropped into the new season, they were shocked to find him gone. At first, we thought he might have been completed and started a journey, but he's nowhere to be found. With no explanation as to why, the community was pretty upset to never see him get finished. And it'll also be tough to finish the Battle Pass this season. Even though XP has been slightly increased, it's still not great, and it's only made worse by the fact that you have to get past level 120 just to get Spider-Gwen unmasked. She is obviously the most popular skin this season, and everyone wants that extra style, but unfortunately, you're gonna have to grind a lot to get it. Even getting a limbs is harder now. The new Evo Chrome items are definitely interesting, and the evolving rarity, it's a pretty neat feature, I'll admit it. However, a lot of players aren't too happy about how bad they are. The Chrome shotgun doesn't do a lot of damage, and the new widespread fire means even less of the shots land on your opponent. The AR is pretty good if you know how to use it, and the mythic version is actually pretty powerful, but a lot of people are hating on them just because they have meant the Striker Burst has been vaulted, and I don't blame them. It was a community favorite, and everyone loved the first-person red dot sight on it, so for it to be vaulted for this, it's a pretty big downgrade. An item that many wish was gone instead instead is the Boogie Bomb. It was re-added for the Vibin season and made sense with the party theme, but with the Chrome takeover, it's not exactly fitting. It's a pretty mixed item, with some of the community loving it and others wanting it gone. In fact, so many people were saying they wanted the Boogie Bomb gone that Epic actually listened. Fortnite Status put out a tweet super early announcing that it would be vaulted in the next update, so if you're a fan of the item, make sure to make the most of it before it's gone in a few weeks. Something Epic removed without warning was our beloved Rock family. We had watched them from the start of Season 2, just like Truckosaurus, as their story evolved in the new chapter. They built a farm, relaxed on the beach, and even made teasers for a possible Lord of the Rings collab. On Season 4 launch day, some of us went to see what was next for them, only to find out they had disappeared. There's no Chrome in the area, so it doesn't look like they were consumed, and gives us no explanation as to what happened. There's a possibility it's a glitch and they'll come back next update, but if they don't, players are gonna be outraged. And that wasn't the only thing Epic took from us. Since Season 2, we have still been recovering from the loss of our best friend, Colombo. As soon as we saw him, the entire community was in love, and he didn't even get a whole season in the game before he was vaulted. Epic even teased his return with dirt and sand mounds in Season 2, only to show us his skull once we started our vibin' party. So I had some hope that Chrome might somehow manage to bring him back, but so far it's looking like Season 4 is once again a Colombo-free zone. The season also marked the removal of the Porta Fort. It was insanely useful for zero build, especially when you're attacked in the open. But the worst part isn't Epic removing it, it's that they gave us this as a replacement. The Porta Bunker is only one wall high and doesn't have much cover. It is so much worse compared to the Porta Fort and just makes it even more useless in normal build mode too. Other than the Wish version of the Porta Fort, the season didn't really bring many new things to the loot pool. All we got was the 2 Evo Chrome weapons, and that was it. For a new season start, it only improved the items by unvaulting old ones and didn't bring any crazy new guns to the game. Just imagine if we had this unstable liquid launcher on day 1. Now, if you have RTX enabled in Season 4, prepare to be blinded. There's a huge issue right now where everything Chrome on the island becomes as bright as the sun. Just looking at the Herald Sanctum POI fills your entire screen with insanely bright light, and you have no way of seeing anything. Not a great bug to have when half the island is shiny. Another new feature this season is the vaults all over the island. They're actually a super cool addition and require keys to be unlocked. But one thing about them has made players wish they were never added. The new design is also updated for the 7 outposts around the map, meaning you just can't open it with friends or animals anymore. It was actually pretty easy to do with a wolf, but now you'll have to find keys instead. Players also can't decide on this new skin in the Battle Pass. When he was leaked to be arriving in Season 4, he got a lot of mixed reviews. Surprisingly, he was actually one of the lowest rated survey skins on the list, so it's no wonder the community were hating on him being a part of the Battle Pass. Since I've seen his skin in game and the extra styles, in my opinion, it's not too bad though, but a lot of players would disagree. Now luckily he's unlocked on just the second page, but it's gonna be difficult to level up this season. Gwen's unmasked styles locked behind over level 100, and XP rewards haven't been increased either. You'll still need level 200 once again for all of the super level styles, and with the season being even shorter than last time, it'll definitely take some work. So if you're not one to earn the extra styles, you might just be focused on getting the cool skins in the pass. Well, unfortunately though, Epic is locked out behind a ton of work. Even though you unlocked a new Paradigm outfit at level 1, you won't be able to claim her 7 suit until page 7, which has a lot of fans disappointed. We're only a few days into the new season, but if you've already found the time to jump out of the battle bus, you might have found yourself being third-partied by a Chrome blob. The new unlimited mobility makes it so any fight you get into, you'll soon find yourself being attacked by another person. Not only is it causing more third parties, but you can't even box up and hide after a fight, because the blobs will just phase straight through your builds and pump you in the face. In my opinion, this season's pretty good, but those are everything that is hated in this season. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on T5G.